Why must the sun rise every day? Not for beauty, not for routine, but because every sunrise quietly keeps Earth alive. We rarely think about it. We wake up, we go to work, we complain about the heat, we complain when it rains. But hidden behind this everyday routine is a fragile truth. The entire system of life on Earth depends on one simple event: the sun rising. To truly understand why the sun rising matters so much, we need to imagine something terrifying. What if one day it didn't? What if the sun never rose again? The moment the sun disappears, what if tomorrow morning the sky stayed dark? No sunrise, no glow on the horizon, just night that never ends. Could you survive in complete darkness? In freezing temperatures? On a planet drifting aimlessly through space? The sun is the lifeline of our solar system. It provides light, warmth, and energy. But more importantly, it provides order. So what happens if it disappears right now? For the first 8.5 minutes, we wouldn't even realize the sun hadn't risen. Birds might still chirp. People might still wake up. Cities would still glow with artificial light. That delay alone tells us something important. The sun doesn't just light our days. It controls time, gravity, and stability itself. Sunlight takes 8.5 minutes to reach Earth. During that time, everything would feel normal. But once the final photons arrive, and then stop, darkness would take over. The blue sky we're used to would vanish. The atmosphere would no longer scatter sunlight. The sky would turn pitch black, and something surreal would happen. The last sunset in human history would occur everywhere on Earth at the same time. Losing our place in space, this is why the sun rising isn't optional. It's the reason Earth even knows where it belongs. Gravity would also cease to bind us to the sun. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, changes in gravity travel at the speed of light. So at the exact moment the sun's light disappears, its gravitational pull disappears too. Earth would break free from its orbit. No explosion, no warning, just silent release. Our planet would shoot off into space at about 18 miles per second. If we avoided collisions with asteroids or other stars, Earth could drift for tens of thousands of years. A lonely planet, no longer part of a solar system. The sky looks normal, and that's the scary part. Within seconds, the moon would go dark. It doesn't create its own light. It only reflects the sun. The stars, however, would still shine. And artificial lights would still work, unless they depended on solar power. From the ground, the night sky might look strangely familiar, and that's what makes it so unsettling. Everything looks the same, but everything is already over. The collapse of life begins quietly. Light and gravity aren't the only things we depend on. Plants need sunlight for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis produces oxygen. Oxygen supports animals. Animals support humans. This chain breaks immediately. Within days, small plants begin to die. Crops fail. Grass withers. Larger trees survive longer. Not because they're stronger, but because they burn energy more slowly. But eventually, they die too. As plants collapse, animals follow. Herbivores starve first. Predators soon after. Humans try to adapt. But without oxygen replenishment, without food, without warmth, survival becomes a countdown. Every sunrise was a signal to life on Earth. Grow, breathe, survive. Without it, that signal goes silent. The planet freezes within about a week. Earth's average temperature drops to around 0 degrees Celsius. First, weather becomes chaotic. Strange winds, unpredictable storms. Then, silence. No rain, no wind, no storms. Weather exists because of the sun. After 1 year, temperatures fall to around -100 degrees Celsius. Rivers freeze solid. Lakes disappear under ice. Oceans form thick frozen crusts. Eventually, Earth stabilizes near -240 degrees Celsius. Cities become frozen monuments. Cars, buildings, entire civilizations locked in ice. The planet turns into a white, lifeless desert. Life finds a hiding place, but life is stubborn. Deep beneath the frozen oceans, geothermal vents still release heat from Earth's core. Here, sunlight never mattered. Tiny organisms survive, feeding on chemical energy instead of solar energy. Entire ecosystems continue in darkness, completely unaware of the catastrophe above. These creatures become the last witnesses of Earth's life. The atmosphere falls as temperatures drop further. The atmosphere itself begins to collapse. Gases condense. Oxygen and nitrogen fall like snow. The sky literally falls to the ground. Without atmospheric pressure, breathing becomes impossible. And without the atmosphere, Earth loses its shield. Cosmic radiation floods the surface. The sun once protected us. Now even its absence harms us. Earth becomes a wandering grave over time. Earth becomes an icy, lifeless rock drifting endlessly through space. The sun's disappearance doesn't just bring darkness. It ends climate. It ends ecosystems. It ends nearly all life. Even the warmth from Earth's core fades over millions of years. Eventually, the planet freezes completely. A former home, now just another object in space. Could humans survive? If humanity had any chance, it would be underground. Bunkers powered by nuclear or geothermal energy. Artificial light, artificial food, artificial ecosystems. But survival wouldn't just be physical. Living without sunlight affects the mind. Circadian rhythms break. Depression increases. Time loses meaning. Civilization struggles not because of cold, but because hope fades. A distant possibility, some scientists speculate that far in the future, Earth could pass near another star. Warmth might return, light might return, but would anything still be alive to see it? The answer to why must the sun rise every day? Because without that daily rise, Earth loses its light, its warmth, its balance, and eventually its life. A sunrise isn't just the start of a day. It's the reason days exist at all. Before everything else on Earth works, the sun must rise. And that is why the sun rising every day matters.